Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Peppa Vlogs, and today I'm sharing with you guys 18 things I learned, or shall I say 18 lessons I've learned in 18 years. Just recently, March 25th, I turned 18, which is just absolutely wild because I just can't process that. I don't know. It's like an advice video, but I hope you guys enjoy still, and yeah, let's just get right into it. I'll try not to ramble too much because I do tend to do that. So number one is you have to learn to be your own best friend. And this is still very difficult for me because I suck at being alone, and I very much rely on other people for just support. But going off to college, I'm going to be alone, and it's one of the things I've been trying to focus on more recently, is just being able to be happy when it's just me. Number two is you can't make everyone like you no matter how hard you try. A lot of us spend a ton of our time pleasing others and looking or dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, just to make others like us more, but not everyone is gonna like you. It doesn't matter if you're the nicest person in the entire world and you've never done anything wrong. People are still gonna not like you, and you might as well just take your time and effort and energy and put it into the people that do appreciate and like you and love you, than worry about the people who don't. 3. Learn to put yourself and your needs first before anyone else. You need to learn to be able to put yourself first in situations and not people please. I guess you could just, to put it simply. You just need to make sure that you're doing what you want first and tending to your own wants and needs before you move on to worrying about everyone else. 4. Losing friends isn't always bad. As you grow up and grow as a person, it's to be expected that you're not going to end up with the same people that you were friends with when you were in middle school or elementary school or even high school. It's just not realistic. As we all develop and move on into different chapters of our lives, we're probably only going to end up with a handful of people that we were friends with when we were younger, and that's perfectly okay, because as you grow, you're going to find new people that just fit you in your particular era of your life that you're in now. 5. It's okay to make mistakes. This is something that I try to learn every day because I'm so afraid of failure, and I feel like everyone is afraid of failing, or afraid of not doing good at something, or choosing the wrong decision. But the only way you can really grow as a person or move on is if you do make those mistakes. So in a way, it's helping you in the long run. You're learning things along the way, and you can learn to not do that again or make a different choice next time. 6. People won't know how you feel unless you tell them. This can go for relationships, but also communication just generally between friendships or family. If you have a problem with someone, or you're having an issue, or you need to talk to someone about something, you need to tell them, you need to bring it up. If someone's doing something that's making you uncomfortable or unhappy, the person won't know. Most of the time they won't know unless you explain it to them. And there's no way for someone to fix what they're doing wrong if they don't know they're doing anything wrong. But also, like I was saying, within relationships, life is so short. So if you really like someone, you might as well just tell them how you feel. The worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna get rejected, and you might be heartbroken for quite some time, but you'll bounce back and you'll find another person that you love just as much. 7. You have a right to your emotions, and the things that you feel in certain situations are completely valid. I've dealt with a lot of people throughout my life who've told me that how I'm reacting to things, or how I react to a certain situation, is dramatic and over the top, and it's not necessary because we experienced different things. And just because you experienced a situation and it didn't have any effect on you, doesn't mean that when I experience that same or similar situation, I'm going to react in the same way that you did. So you have to be able to understand and look at other people's perspectives on situations. That will help you understand why they're reacting a certain way. 8. Never let someone pressure you into doing something that makes you uncomfortable, or just don't let anyone pressure you into something that you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You need to know what is best for you you are your own person. You don't have to follow everyone else. 9, don't compare yourself to others. This is like impossible for us to do. We see people all the time in school, on social media. We're constantly exposed to others that we wish we were like, or we wish we looked like, or dressed like, or all of these things. And it's very difficult to never compare yourself, but I would just work on trying to compare yourself less. And I don't think any of us can ever get to a point where we're never going to look at another person ever in our entire life and compare ourselves to them, but it's something that you can work on getting better at. Number 10, it's not that serious. This is one of my favorite things like recently, because I've just been thinking everything I freak out about, everything I think people notice, no one actually notices and no one cares. And everything that I think is so serious and so end of the world, most of the time it's not. And it's life, and we're here for such a short amount of time. It's only embarrassing if you let it be embarrassing. It's only cringe if you let it be cringe. It's not that serious. Just live, have fun, and don't take everything so seriously. Number 11, as much as school and grades matter, you matter so much more. I spent my entire middle school and high school years stressing about grades and trying to constantly be that like perfect kid, I guess, like the image of like your honors student, your honors kid, always pleasant, always nice, getting good grades, getting top 25 in your class, that whole thing. And I don't regret working hard. I'm not saying don't work hard, but there have been times where I was just so stressed out about what I was doing and I just needed to just breathe, and I'm trying to this year. I'm trying to just go to bed. There have been nights this year where I go to bed without doing my homework, but if I'm tired, I need sleep, I need to go to bed. And even if I did that homework, it probably wouldn't have gotten done to like a good standard of well done work anyways. So it's better for me to just get sleep and do it in the morning. Number 12, try to notice the small things in life that make you happy. One of my favorite things to do to keep track of this is to make a list on my notes app, which I actually have. And it is literally just a like list that goes for a really long time, saying things that I love. And sometimes they're just really silly things, and sometimes they're like more serious things and more deep things, but it helps me to look back on this sometimes when I'm sad and think about all the things that I love about life, even if they're really small. I love my outfits, I love tea, I love looking out my window at night, I love pretty snow, I love when my cheeks get burnt just a little bit. Like that type of thing. Just small things that I notice that I love about life. 13, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to feel like you're back in square one. It's okay to like feel like you're done, you're healed and you're completely fine about something and then cry about it the next day. It's okay. Healing isn't a straight line, and you need to be okay with being sad. You have to let yourself feel your emotions, and that kind of goes with one of the ones that I talked about earlier, where you need to just have a right to your emotions and know that what you're feeling is valid. It's okay to be sad sometimes. Being positive doesn't always mean being happy. Number 14, it's okay to need a break or take time off, which goes with my grades one that I talked about earlier. It's okay if you need a mental health day. It's okay if you need to take a day off your sport or off of YouTube like I did. I sometimes regret taking the break that I did on my main channel, but I also know that that's what I needed at the time, and it's okay that I took the break. 15, try new things. This is hard for me because sometimes I suck at trying new things because I like being good at everything I do. And if I try something and I'm not good at it, it makes me very insecure. But you don't have to be good at something to try it. You don't have to be good at something to like it. So, I mean, I do gymnastics. I'm not the best gymnast in the world. I'm very much far from that. But I do it because I really, really enjoy it, not because I want to be the best. Number 16, just learn to be nice. Just learn to respect people and be nice. It's so simple, yet so many people find this so difficult, and I will never understand it. Talk to someone the way that you would talk to your friend that you care about. Kindness goes farther than fighting with someone, and just using kind words, not involving yourself in drama, it goes a long way. Number 17, tell people that you love them. I do this a lot with my friends and family. I like just messaging people randomly and saying I love you and I appreciate you, because you never know how long you have with people. I know that's such a cliche, but just letting people know that you appreciate them is so nice. And I love when people tell me that they love me or that they appreciate me, because it makes me feel so good, and it makes me feel like, oh, some people care about me, you know? So I just always tell people that you love them. And number 18, the last one in this video, is time really does actually fly. And so you should really take your time to enjoy every moment you can. This is also cliche. People will tell you from when you were in elementary school, oh, just wait, snap of those fingers and you're gonna be all grown up. And you don't take it seriously because you're like, ugh, they don't know what they're talking about. But it really is true. Like, so many people I got so many comments the other day on my birthday saying, you're 18? I thought you were 16. I thought you just turned 16. Me too. It really goes by so fast, and you don't even notice it until you get to like a point like where I am now, and I can look back and I reflect on my years in high school and I say, it did really go by that fast. And there's gonna be a point in the next few years of my life where I might wish that I was sitting right here on my bed filming a video for this channel in my house, in my room, because I might not always have, you know, the luxury of doing that. So it's just that type of thing. You might hate school so much, but try to take those moments when you're with your friends or you're sitting in your favorite spot in the library and reading a book that you really like, just to reflect on the fact that you might really miss this one day. I get a little teary. That's 18 things or 18 lessons I've learned in my 18 years on the planet. Anyways, yeah. I hope you guys can take something from this video. I'm sorry if like a lot of it was just repetitive or cliche, but I truly do think that everything I said is very valid, and I feel like people tend to overlook a lot of these things. I can't believe I'm 18, that's for sure. It's pretty wild. Ugh. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to treat people with kindness, always. Love you.